things will work. Oh yeah, that's nice and orangey. Okay, that one can stay right there. Probably should have let it cool a little bit before I poured it, but we'll see how this goes. Ow. Oh, shut up! Fucking dogs. Okay, this piece, I'm going to juice it off to the side. So I can do orange wax melts, because right now that's all I brought down is my orange. I'm just trying to get the last of the paper off this crayon, because I use crayons to help dye my candles. Okay, let's turn you guys around here so you guys can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. Maybe stay. So you can see the spoon here. See, it's still really hot. So got a candle that I melted and poured sitting right here. I don't know if you guys can actually see it or not because I don't know what my iPad's doing. But just letting it cool. The spoon's helping hold the wick into place basically. Hey, stay. That way it stays closer to being centered so it burns more evenly. And in my measuring cup here, which is a little hard to see, I am just adding some more wax so I can do a second one. And I'm going to do this one slightly differently where I'm going to heat up a portion of the wax and then slowly add more in as it warms up. And yes, I'm using an oven mitt just because it's hot. And I need to go grab another stirring device. Hang on a sec. And yes, I know my microwave can get loud, and I apologize for that. Yeah, I can see you and hear you. No feedback, no either. Yay! So, here's the first candle that you sadly missed me making. It is orange. I use crayons to help color it, just because it's also a good wax. I am working on slowly melting some more wax, which I've already added the crayon to. This is a lot less than I started with originally. That's so I can slowly add more as it melts, so it can help melt it more evenly and temper it basically. This is going to be hot and stupid. Don't be stupid like me. So yes, one candle, they're both going to be orange, and I'm going to make a few gem, I know lightning's kind of bad, but a few gem wax melts. And this is actually candy mold. Oh, come on. So yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on originally with my whole streaming shit. But I am working up saving money to build my own PC, which should help with a lot of this issue. Plus, Streamlabs is having a lot of issues recently with a lot of people. Shush. So I'm not sure if it's just Streamlabs having issues or what's going on with that. Ooh, you're boiling. Nice. Just started my stream. I'll check you out later. Nice. Nice, and it's a exclamation point right now. I don't know what I have it set as. Give me a second. Stop. Oh, come on. Connect. The issue of doing this on mobile. Can't always get things to work. With only him beside me. till morning. Without him, my heart would. I feel his arms around me, and everywhere I go. Bleh, I can't sing today. But how is everyone doing? I do apologize for any lag issues. I don't know what's going on, but I've been hitting some lag spikes. I think it's because we have a bad storm rolling through. But I figured I'd stream at least while I can what I'm working on, which is currently candles. I know it's a little hard to see this one, I think. But I'm also doing some wax melts. And speaking of wax, there's my wax going off. But feel free to pop into chat. And for anyone who's seeing my Etsy link right now, it is actually going on vacation mode / closing today, because I'm leaving town tomorrow morning. So this is your last chance to pick up some things like bath bombs, scrunchies, aprons, bath salts, because otherwise it's all going to be gone. I'm giving it away to family and friends. Let's get my other candle. So these are just simple candle jars I actually picked up from the Dollar Tree, and some basic wicks, which I previously hot glued on a couple days ago, just so they stay, because the biggest thing when making candles is making sure your wicks stay, because you want them to stay at the bottom, that way your candle will burn all the way through, and you want them to be as close to the center as possible. And as you can see here, I have what looks to be like a plastic spoon or a plastic fork, which it is. It is helping hold the wick in the center as the candle starts to cure. And once it's cured, or at least cured enough where it'll stay on its own, I will remove it. Because actually right now, it's still quite liquidy, but it's cured enough up the center. Because it'll cool faster around things like the edges and the center, because that's where the wick sits. So once it's cool enough where it'll stand on its own, you can just take it off. A lot of people don't. I do, just because I have limited supplies. So I'm just breaking up this large chunk of wax that's sitting in the center, just so it doesn't burn the wax, because you can burn it, which is no fun. But normally, I don't know what happened, but I had probably broke. But when I first started making candles, I used a popsicle stick that I just drilled a small hole into using my scissors that are actually very dull, which I lay across and put the wick through, just so it would just sit there. But like I said, I don't know what happened to that. Might as well open up my oils. So I just use a simple essential oil. This is a sweet orange that I got on sale. I also just love the scent of orange. I personally find it relaxing. I don't know about everyone else. But if you want to know the brand, that's the brand I'm using right now. It's 100% essential oil, sweet orange. I also use just basic generic crayons for dye. That way I know A, it's wax, and B, it's the color I want. I also have some colored wax upstairs. I'm just not sure quite what scents I want to use for them. Now thinking about it, I know one of them is orange, so I just basically wasted an orange crayon. But the other one is like a forest green. So I might do that one as a cedar candle for our gents out there. Because I know not all our gentlemen friends like frou-frou-y scents. Okay, that's gonna go in for a couple more seconds, but I'm going to quickly add a few drops of this in. I tend to make my candles a little stronger just because as they cure they can mild out in scent. I'm going to throw that in for just another 15 seconds just to finish melting it, and then I'm going to let it stir a little bit and let it cool. Frou-frou scents. Yes, frou-frou scents. And aren't you streaming, dude? Because some of the scents I have, because I have some other scents like pina colada and things like that, and not all guys like that. So I was thinking of like frou-frou drinks or frou. Okay, let this cool down a little bit. I'm streaming and watching you. Dude. Thank you for still watching, but you should be paying attention to your own stream. Okay. This is probably still too hot, but I'm going to slowly start pouring it anyway. I don't have a thermometer for my waxes yet. I'm doing both, but I suck at it. Got nobody watching it. Okay, and since that one wants to go dropping shit again, and since you want to go onto this side of everything, like I said, I used to have a just stay. Come on. I'm gonna have to hold you. Maybe. Stay. But yeah, I need to find my popsicle sticks again so I can make my holders basically. Because I'll just center them. onto the glass and everything. That way it just sits there. Let's start slowly. I'm not going to be melting as much wax this time, so we can do some melts. And some of this is from my original first starting out. I peer through windows, watch life go by, dream about tomorrow, and wonder what the past is holding me, keeping life at bay. I wander lost through yesterday, wanting to find but scared. So yeah, you can see the difference between this one that I just poured and this one, which means it's already starting to cool and cure, but it's not fully complete. But I'm actually gonna end up leaving everything here while I go on my vacation, since I'm gonna be back before my family, so they don't have to yell at me. Plus, I'll probably, once I get back, hopefully be able to do another stream like this and do more. But yeah, I have a cedar scent. I also have a peppermint, which might go well with a peppermint. See, I don't buy candles that often, so I don't know what people like candle-wise. And since my scents are limited, I like the fork holding up the wick. Well, it was the only way I could get it to stay. Because otherwise the wick would be on this, it'd be leaning off to the side. And with that, it would just not be able to burn properly, and it would just be burning on the side and not in the center. So it wouldn't burn the whole candle. But yeah, I have a cedar, which I think would go great with the dark green, the foresty green wax I have upstairs, because I picked up some on sale. So I'm probably going to do that next. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, just because I don't have any of it prepped. But I'll probably do that when I get back from my vacation, which technically will be Tuesday, because I'm not going to want to do anything when I get back. Move that back there, just so I have my mold here. So I'm doing what's known as a wax melt, or some people call them like wax chips, or cookies, or shots, depending what they're using. But I'm using this is actually a candy mold, but they're going to be gems. Like I said, I know the lighting's kind of bad, but I think it would be fun to do a like mixed gem bag. I just don't know how much. Yep, melts. Like I said, everyone calls them something different. It just depends on how they mold them, what part of the world they're from, and everything like that. But like I said, I thought doing them as gems would be fun. At one point, depending on how good I get at all this, I have some unicorn molds, and I would love to do like a layered one, They'd all be the same scent, but they would just be a fun layered effect. So it would make it more of a rainbow. And yes, I know my face is cut off. And no one needs to see the pictures of my family. I just realized those were showing. Nah, whatever. I see your face. Well, I hope you see my face. I'm trying to make sure my face is in here. Wanting to fly. Beautiful. A, I am not beautiful. B, I don't know. I just thought I'd try to come up with a second reason. Everyone loves the hiccups. I don't know why. They just do. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more wax in here because I'd rather have more than enough because then I can actually layer on top of one of my candles if I wish. That way they're both about even. And I just don't know how much I need for this. Don't say that you are. I will say whatever the hell I want to say. I will let you guys know I do have a sassy attitude. I have had a very rough week, and things are just going to be even more rough. Thank you for having to fly to Arizona and living in a state that is now requiring masks basically 24/7. So I'm basically... Hiccups are crazy wicked. They can be. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to wear a mask without having to tie it around or have it behind my ears because masks in general give me a fucking anxiety attack, which then will put me into a state of panic where I'm hyperventilating and can pass out. I asked my doctor if because of my anxiety and with that having anxiety attacks, having the mask on, if there was any way around it. She said, you have to wear a mask, just do a loose one or get one of those stupid face shields. Which, I'm sorry, face shields are even stupider. So, yes, those are all just, completely stupid in my opinion. But I bought this plane ticket back in the beginning of February on the 2nd. And my doctor's just like, oh, don't go. I'm like, nah! I'm not going to miss my family reunion and my grandfather's retirement party because of the stupid, nonsensical, supposed pandemic. So tonight I'm going to play with some bobby pins and what I'm currently using from a mask when I'm working in the kitchen once a week. They're starting to become mandatory everywhere. I know, which is really stupid unless you're in a protest here in the States. They're not mandatory if you are of color or if you are at a protest. Which, at least here in Oregon. Which I find completely nonsensically stupid. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to put my health at risk and the chance of me passing out. Did you hear about China? There's a new threat too. Oh, my family's already been joking about that because if you look back at history, there's a good chance we're going to have one country, China, Japan, one of them, probably try to attack us. Because if you look at previous historical dates, we have a feeling Pearl Harbor is going to hit again. You can also tell me we're a bunch of conspiracy theorists and whatnot, but I don't care. Along with the coronavirus, they also have a deadly flu too called G4. I don't give a flying fuck if I'm completely honest. I have gone through so many illnesses in my life that none of this fucking matters to me. But the fact that my doctor is telling me to basically waste money, calling it pandemic leaves too. Yeah. But the fact that I told you months ago that I'm going on a trip, which is why I couldn't make my next appointment when she wanted me to. Because I'm going out of the state, but telling me to cancel my flight and not be able to get a refund? That's a bunch of bullshit. But what people also don't realize is during this entire lockdown process of everything, trying to remember the words. Assault has gone up. Rioting, obviously, because of other stupid reasons, have gone up. Deaths have gone up because of other reasons. Domestic violence and abuse has gone through the fucking roof, but there is nothing any of us can do to get out of it because there's nowhere we can go. Okay, these aren't the neatestly poured, but they're getting poured. Ah, shit. I should have put something on underneath that. Fuck. I did not think this one through. But things like I said, sexual assault, sexual abuse, a lot of shit has gone skyrocketing. And people just like, oh, this would have happened anyway. No, it wouldn't have, because people would have been able to get out of their bad situations. But now you're basically locking people in with their abusers, and they can't do shit about it. Which is another main reason why I'm raising money for RAIN. Because they help people in situations like I have been get out of them. Because that's all we really can do, is we can try to help them the best we can, give everyone resources. But with this whole pandemic thing, there's really no place anyone can fucking go. So I had a little wax left over after my major spillage issues here. So I have those. I just dumped that on top of my first candle just so it can add a little bit more to it. Okay, let that cool down. Hell, I got in contact with my detective about my sexual assault case earlier finally got a hold of her after almost 2 months. And she basically said, oh, because of the riots, everything's been put on hold. So all these sexual assault cases that they've had, including mine, which has been over a year now, they've just put on hold because they can't do anything about it. Sat in my chair and that's sitting outside. Why are you sitting in a wet chair? Let's see if I can move this a little bit. Well, That's your own fault. Dude, you're cool, but that's your own fault. It's been raining on and off here for the past few days, and I've just been staying inside since I had a day of training on Tuesday, which was supposed to be a Monday. But they just decided not to come into work. Sorry, I'm cleaning up some wax here. Just because I got spilled wax like all over my mom's stove. Which, of course, after it's cool, it's a lot easier to peel off. But being a glass stovetop, there's a limit to what I can do. I know, my own fault. At least you admit it's your own fault. Okay. So, here's what our first candle's looking like. It's still warm in the center, so it's not fully cured. Well, not just the fact that it's hard to clean up wet, it's the fact that it's hard to clean up when it's boiling hot. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cutting out of my what's the smell? They are all a sweet orange. Hang on. Lighting. A sweet orange. So both my candles and my wax melts today are a sweet orange. Excuse me, I try to get some hot water real quick. Yeah, I get that. I've done that at times too, but at this point, I really don't care. I'm already affiliated. And once you're affiliated, they can't unaffiliate you unless you do something really stupid. You know, I normally try to stop by into your streams, unless you're doing VR, or I happen to be streaming. Okay, I think I got all that. Whole stove needs to be cleaned anyway. So yes, I have the first candle that we poured, which I added a little more wax to on the top. Just added a slight bit more. I'm not there yet, and I'm trying to get there. So it was for me. Oh, I get it. I've got this one, which right now currently needs to keep the fork in it. Have to VR. I thought you were doing the forest in virtual reality. And then I have my wax melts, which I'm not going to tip. Which I'll have to cut the edges off some of them. You know, I might be mixing you up with someone else, because I'm really bad with names. I love how my parents just leave with their stove and everything just in a chaotic mess. It's one of my pet peeves, is when people leave things in a fucking mess. I did the forest, wore the VR, but game won't. Just did for the bigger screen. Ah! That makes more sense now. Let's see, what do I got here? I got enough wax for a couple more candles and a couple more sets of melts before I have to go purchase more. Right now I'm just cleaning off the entire stove because it is looking filthy. Mom, you seriously leave fucking bacon grease? Ugh. Once again, sorry, my parents drive me nuts. More immersive, yeah. Okay, hang on one sec. I'm going to need to flip you guys around. So, we got our wax melts. We got our 2 candles. Ignore all my other little mess around it. But for the wax melts, I'm going to have to trim all this extra wax off, which I will just remelt and do other things with. Should come my place. Yeah, just a little spillage, but it was a lot more controlled than it could have been. Doesn't help that I have a slight shaky hand at the moment, but yes. They're starting to cool. As you can see, I can touch it now. But yeah, this one right now, the fork is kind of stuck, so I'm just going to let it stay and finish curing. This one is still curing, and it actually looks like I got them to the proper temperature, because if I didn't, right now you would see this kind of starting, this one right here starting to cave in. And that would be fun. So let's go chill out over here for a little while. Get my computer up and play some music in the background. So yeah, I don't let any of my wax go to waste unless it ends up on like my napkin or somewhere where I can't unadhere from it. Beautiful house, better than the attic. It is. Like I said, it is my parents' home, so I kind of just got stuck in the attic. Okay, come on, YouTube. Don't look like a giant today. I always feel like a giant whenever I'm doing anything. I did not say Twitch. I said YouTube. Hello! How are we today? Nothing wrong with living with your parents. I know there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot of change from living on my own for a year to living with people again. How are you, Indigo? Oh, come on. Why is my computer being a pain in the butt? It was working fine before I started trying to stream. I was trying to get music playing back here. Sorry, I tend to yell at things a lot. Since I don't need that one up right now, I'm going to go there and go to YouTube. I'm going to quickly change my title. I'm good. I'm doing chamomile. Today is day 3 of pumping out bracelets. Nice. Yeah, I just made some candles, which are in my kitchen cooling. And now I'm going to chill here for a while before I have to go back to homework and some more cleaning. Just because I am leaving tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So I can go by a couple friends' houses on my way to the airport, which is about 2 hours away. and hop on a flight at 4 o'clock to go down to Arizona. Everyone's pinging me. Okay, guys, I get it. Putting together a PC is a lot like building Legos. Shush. Sorry, I asked some people for some help on PC ideas. Just because I'm looking at trying to make myself a PC. So I'm not streaming from my iPad or my laptop anymore, so I can actually keep my laptop right now for school. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. And yes, I know my lighting's kind of bad, but it's better than being blinded by the sun right now. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. I hope you're proud. You would grovel in submission to feed your own ambition. So though I can't imagine, no Lego. I understand. I never had Legos growing up. My sister was the only one allowed to play with the Legos. Oh, you're fine. So yeah, my sister was the only one allowed to play with Legos growing up. Light is good. Thank you, I appreciate that, Indigo. I am really bad with names, so if I don't remember you in a couple weeks from now, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm at this point of the day where I'm just like, okay, do some streaming, because I haven't streamed like all week because I've been trying to get homework done, because my weeks, that's like why I like that, because my school weeks, for basically two of my classes start on Monday, one of my classes start on Tuesday, I have assignments due by Sunday, and I have assignments due by Monday. It's cool. I don't remember you very well either, but I was already following you. Well, welcome back. So yeah, it's just kind of this weird set. I know I missed you like all week. I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been trying to do some cleaning. I've been trying to do some packing. I've been fixing my friend's pants that I have to drop off to her on my way through Portland. Yeah, no. I have had like the craziest week. I got an email from my detective on my rape case. They have identified the person. They have, what are you reading? I am reading, what is the name of this book? This chapter is finding the purpose and selecting a topic, as in it is for basically a speech class, and this one is informative speaking. So it's a public speaking course, as well as stuff for my econ. I haven't even touched my math yet. But yeah, so school stuff only, or what are you reading for fun? You think I have time to read for fun? That's called Facebook right now. Okay, where's my tabs? There we go. There. Limited. Together we're limited. But yeah, I've just had a shit ton of stuff going on. To the point where I'm just like, oh, the fuck just happened. I gave you points for that, and Facebook counts as reading. Well, if you think it counts for reading, then it counts for reading. Because right now, I don't even know my actual name. If it wasn't for it being on my Facebook page while I've been chatting with people trying to become a wholesaler with a few people, I'd have no idea what the fuck I'd be doing. And just so everyone knows, I will be taking this stream VOD off of here and putting it onto YouTube. That way people can see how fucked up my shit is. And be able to do all kinds of things. So hopefully everything works out. Because, yeah, I'm probably just going to take the whole stream and just throw it onto YouTube. Which is why I'm kind of keeping the music quiet, because YouTube has their weird thing. And Twitch has their thing about cutting shit. And my frames are dropping to hell. But I need to start uploading on my YouTube channel again. Because it's been a couple years. What? YouTube? No edit? Yes, YouTube, no edit. Because I don't edit most of my shit anyway. For things like my cross stitches, I just basically sped them up and added music to them. Just so, because I was normally on a voice call. Why not play stream beats? Because there's a limit to what I can do right now on everything, because my computer keeps trying to crash on me, so if I try to do anything that's not from the normal, like when I was playing games Dead by Daylight with some friends of mine the other day, I legitimately, first off, I glitched into a rock after I was pulled off a hook. I glitched into a rock. And then it crashed my whole system. Excuse me. So yeah, if I try to do something that's not like a normal everyday activity, which I used to be able to do in the past but can't for some reason anymore, it will crash my whole system. So it's basically YouTube. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to see the percentage of my, of battery life. Oh, stop being stupid. Fun, I'm trying PS2 doing that. Nice. Yeah, no, it was just like, I'm stuck in a rock. I can't move. I couldn't even change my perspective. I couldn't turn around. I was playing with like 4 friends, and they're just basically trying to point out to the killer. I can't move. There's something wrong here. So I just had to disconnect, but I could, if I was smart, I would have stayed there and just kind of been like bait, extreme bait for my team, because the killer kept coming back to me, trying to kill me, as they were trying to kill my friend in front of me, which I tried to get off the hook, but couldn't do anything, because they gave me the option to try to get him off the hook. It wouldn't let me get him off the hook. But yeah, he just kept swinging at me. It was kind of funny. The video's stuck. No, but I can still hear you. Okay. I guess it's my system telling me it's time to stop streaming and get back to work. So, thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, I'm always bait just because I lag like hell. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I love your faces. I'm sorry that I'm probably frozen for you, but if you can still hear me, thank you again. And you guys have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Happy belated Canada Day for you lovely Canadians out there. And I will see all your amazing faces when I get back, hopefully on Tuesday.